think he'd learn, but he just keeps going at it, kicking that serve out wide to Martin. I don't think there's anyone in tennis that hits that return better. As a matter of fact, I don't think there's ever been anyone that when you get a ball up that high can hit it that well, that consistently. He's had some nice looking zip on his serve though today. That one cooking at 125 miles per hour.
Made for service.
He's tried 2 lobs this game, Martin. I think he doesn't like the idea of Henman getting close to the net, really covering the net. He wants to hit a couple of lobs, pull him back a little bit. That's good tactics, just pretty terrible lobs, that's all.
Well, that ball, needless to say, got away from him. Maybe he saw Martin moving to the side he was going to hit it, but even so.
Here's a man that knows about winning. Sir Steve Redgrave. 5 gold medals for Sir Steve. Just long.
15 love.
Put some extra spin on that ball. Just dropped long on Henman.
I saw about 7 lines and 5 balls then. Oh, that was a bad lob.
15 all.
That's called changing your mind right as you're about to hit the ball, and just a sitter for Henman there.
He's tried a few. I don't think he's won 1 point yet with those.
Hey! 30-15.
Umpire almost having to dive out of the way. Javier Moreno Perez in the chair.
$40-15.
Love that shot on the
40-30.
full run. Martin's seen a couple go by him on the cross court. This time Henman fools him again up the line. Trying to get back in this game, get the early break.
Net for service. Deuce. Advantage Martin.
Boy, Henman had that one. Great pickup from Martin. Henman made it easily enough. This time trying to go cross court. Changing it up again.
Henman trying to get it fired up, get the crowd fired up. Martin will try to hold that volley. Didn't fool Tim. Whacked it up the line for a winner. You see how wide open that court is. I think he thought he was playing doubles at that point.
Advantage Martin. Yeah, Martin. Martin leads by 2-1, final set.
So no breaks of serve, first 3 games of this final set. Henman, the man that was pressing on the Martin service game just then.
But that's why you can see, Chris, that the serve is by far the most important shot in the men's game. That's for sure. Because here's Todd Martin. You can see he's struggling a bit. That he hasn't been able to get going the way he'd like to. And yet, just when it appeared maybe Tim was going to get that early break, he just comes up with a couple big serves. And I don't care how badly you're moving. You don't have to move when you serve. Just throw it up. Point can be over like that.
Early stages of the 5th, big match for both men. What's the difference between the winner and the loser? Can you pinpoint one thing that the winner's going to have that the loser doesn't have?
As this set goes on, and if Martin's able to continue to hold on to serve, you know who the pressure's going to be on. Then it's going to shift back. I mean, you see Henman's come out with a lot of energy. He's taken it to Martin, but already he hasn't broken these first couple games. He's got to serve down 1-2, and that's going to get to him, I think, after a while. He does not want to have to keep coming from behind. That's why it's so important for him to get that early break. Of course, you know, Martin knows that. That's a given. He thinks, hey, it's my turn. I've lost enough of these tough 5-setters at Wimbledon.
15-all.
Here's a rarity, Martin. He's actually a player that tucks his shirt in. I mean, that's a thing of the past, I thought.
Just a shuffle across with the right foot. And he's putting the other foot across. And the man with a big reach just takes a nice little swing. Off it goes.
He's sweating now. It's 1-2, fifth set, 15-30. Now second serve.
Sixth double fault from Henman. Martin with the first opportunities to snatch a break of serve.
I still say if you're going to get beat with your best stuff. Comes in on that second serve. Just cannot afford, to me, mentally, to sit there in the backcourt. Too much pressure.
Deuce.
How about heartbeat a little bit quicker watching that ball come down, but just wide.
That's a big play from Henman. Two break points down, and Henman finds the goods.
And there's going to be a couple of games like this throughout this set, and Henman gets through the first test. I'm sure Martin will have one at some stage. And whoever gets out of it, he's going to win.
Love 15.
Well, worried about Henman coming in. Deciding to go into the forehand. A weaker side of Henman. return. Just got it back, got it low.
Love 30.
You're 6-6. The last place you want to hit it is right where he had to. Henman takes Martin's pace. Now finds himself with a real chance at love 30.
Oh.
15-30.
Well, he's got one of the best backhands in the world. Have to go for the line. Good deep volley from Martin. Still is there to take.
That's where you aim about 2 feet inside the line, because it's only natural to get a little tight, catch it a little later than you want. It still goes in. Can't count on hitting the lines.
Henman was 15-40 on his last service game, dealt with the situation. Now it's the turn of Martin.
Henman leads by 3 games to 2 final set.
And that's the difference right there. Henman break points against the serve, fends them off. Martin capitulates on the first break point. About 5,000 or 6,000 people out on the hill. We've been told the hill is closed. If the hill can ever be closed.
How do you close that?
I don't know, but it is.
It's closed. They should get out of there.
Pressure. Is that what it was all about?
That's what tennis is all about. That's why it's a great game. The crowd's loving it now. They got their man where they want him now. I mean, you got to say, the way he responded 15-40, he got in there, played some great volleys, held serve, and yeah, Martin got a little bit tight, but Henman really played an outstanding return game.
I also think that there's a constant pressure that Henman's been putting on Martin on Martin's serve. Very rarely do you see a breaker serve just completely out of the blue, unless there's some double faults. The constant pressure just forced the errors from Martin, which is exact opposite of what happened last night. Martin was continually putting pressure on Henman's serve.
He tried a Sampras-like volley, running through a little bit instead of the Edberg. Just 3 measly holds, that's all.
If only it was that easy. I honestly think Todd Martin is struggling out there this afternoon. After that shot, again grimacing, a little bit of a hobble. Here it is. Look at the way he walks. He's definitely in pain.
And we all know that it hurts a lot more when you start losing. if you got a big guy whose back is tight, you want to keep the ball low, like that forehand that Henman hit. No chance for Martin.
Henman leads by 4 games to 2.
Ace number 19 from Henman, and for the first time you feel that Henman is into calmer waters.
Well, while Henman's on a high here, really trying to get one of these first couple of points in this game. Certainly hang with Martin. He's not moving well. Very close. That serve.
All.
Martin struggling, limping, desperate now. Henman just can smell the finish line. Just get another break, he says, just to make sure. 2-4, 15-30. Even on one leg, he'll hit that ball for a winner.
30 all. Deuce.
Henman again trying to work the crowd, clenching his fist, looking into the crowd. He's used them well today, Henman.
Net for service.
Setting up the
Advantage Henman.
virtual match point. Martin not even attempting to go for that passing shot. Just hoping for a big serve to keep him in this.
A lot of people on centre court on their feet,
Henman lead by 5 games to
cheering
2
Henman
final
on.
serve.
A double break, and Henman's 1 game away.
Well, you couldn't have written a better script if you'd asked for it. First of all, Henman's played with tons more energy. His commitment to coming in has been a lot better than it was last night. Then he sees his opponent struggling physically, that he's slowed down, and he just doesn't seem like mentally he can lift himself through the pain. And now comes back out in the court about an hour later, and he's 1 game away from advancing to a match with Roger Federer.
Sampras talked about when he won his 7 titles, he had a lot of luck in winning those 7 titles. Was Henman's luck finishing last night at 2 sets to 1 down?
I tell you, you can always do a little bit of extra luck. Absolutely. I mean, I believe that you need luck to win any tournament. I mean, how often do you see guys who are down match points end up coming back and winning the tournament? And yeah, that could have been his luck. And we'll only have to wait and see. There's a lot of tennis left in this tournament. But you can bet that whoever gets through and wins the title has had some bit of luck somewhere along the line.
Yes, already, thank you.
4 points stand between Henman and the quarterfinals.
Top of everything else, the sting is gone
50
from
all.
Martin's game. There's the fans on the hill. They're a happy bunch. And again with some solid volley. Now he's even diving. That's when you know it's your day. Lay it all out. You look up. See Martin's not even going for it.
Boat.
It's still tough to close the match out. So you know your opponent, it's hurting. Just want to play a good, tough game. Of course, if you serve it in the slot, this guy can still hit the ball. As long as he can get to it, come back.
Well, the serve looked long. Martin's not happy at all. No overrule from the chair. Henman, match point. He's done it.
3-6 to 2. Sheet 7, 7-6 for Sheet. Sheet 3-6 2.
And rightly, Henman applauding this crowd. They certainly provided him with a big energy base to play from. At 2 sets to 1 down, Henman had it all to do, and he did it. Mac?
Well, see, a new day, it's a new player. And if he plays this type of tennis, why not? First Wimbledon title. Only 3 more to go now. Sounds easy, right? Just 3 more?
Well, the good news is that Henman will be back tomorrow against Roger Federer, a man that he's never lost to in 2 meetings. Pat, your reaction to that?
Well, that was a fantastic effort for Henman. I think he realised what was wrong the night before. He came out and it was a complete role reversal. Henman was pumped up, and Martin was tired and slow. And all credit to Tim Henman for pumping himself up and getting himself going.
Tim, many congratulations. Fantastic performance. What's your verdict?
Yeah, it was a different story today. Yesterday was difficult for lots of reasons, but I knew that I had to come out and really take it to Todd, try and make it as uncomfortable as possible. And you know, he's a good friend of mine, but you know, I just had to try and get the crowd involved, because it was I didn't really have much ammunition for them to work with. But I was really pleased with my performance today. The
crowd were brilliant, weren't they? I was watching it sort of at the back of the court. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It's an unbelievable atmosphere out there, and you know, when you're 2 sets to 1 down, obviously you've got to get things going pretty quickly. So I knew I had to come out and try and get a quick start, and I did that. You know, just pleased to get through.
2-1 down overnight. So last night, when you go home, do you think much about the match? Did you manage to sleep properly?
Not my best night's sleep ever, but I certainly needed to take stock, analyse what was going on out there, and I think I made a few changes today, and it obviously paid off.
And the back, was that a problem at all for you? Just talk us through that.
No, today obviously I think it showed that I was pretty good. Yesterday it was, you know, it was a little uncomfortable for me, but you have to play with the cards you're dealt, and you know, Todd's had his fair share of problems, and you know, I was able to sort of make a recovery today, and just pleased to get through.
Did you just sort of sit down though and talk through the strategy completely yourself?
Yeah, kind of. You know, I felt like that's been working well recently to try and work a few things out for myself. So I was having a tough time serving at him. It felt like wherever I was serving, he was returning well. I perhaps served a little bit too much to his backhand yesterday, but he's got a wrist problem, so I thought maybe I could work that out of him. So I changed a bit, served more to the forehand today. Didn't give him so many targets on the second serve, and paid off. You
were always going to give 110%, but the very fact that Pete Sampras was out, how much were you actually spurred on by that?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was a weird day for a number of reasons. Obviously, hanging around a long time waiting to go on. You know, kind of hurt my back after the practice, and then I'm hanging around and it got pretty stiff. Then I see Todd's got a bad knee, and I'm thinking about that. Then Pete goes and loses, I'm thinking about that. So it was a question of just trying to focus on the job, and in all honesty, I don't think I did that particularly well yesterday. You know, I played some good tennis at some tight times, but wasn't my best, and I had to sort of wipe the slate clean today and have a fresh crack at it.
Did Pete talk to you at all? Did he say go out and win it now?
No, certainly not. I mean, I was sort of passing him in the locker room, so it was a tough loss for him. It was a hell of a match. It was a tough act to follow yesterday, but you know, his record speaks for itself.
Roger Federer next. That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts?
The guy's a phenomenal talent, isn't he? And he's just beaten the best player in the world on grass, best player ever. So I should think he fancies his chances.
2 sets to 1 down overnight. You did it just to scare us, didn't you?
Yeah, well, scared myself a bit.
All right, Tim.
Thanks.
Many congratulations.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Gary.